Where we're standing now is a place called el-Ful, and if we go back into the biblical era, the biblical times, this was the first capital of a united Israel the kingdom of Israel, under the first king of Israel, King Shaul HaMelech. He was from the tribe of Benjamin. He was actually from here, where we're standing now, el-Ful. It was a place of residence of the tribe of Benjamin. This was where King Shaul grew up, and this was also where the first of the 3 times that he was crowned, where he was anointed king. And here was where he built his capital. After Shaul passes away, King David becomes the king of Israel, and he actually establishes his capital in Jerusalem, in the city of David, as we read in the book of Samuel. Of course, where we're standing here is today considered part of municipal Jerusalem. Back in the times of the Bible, this was a different area. This wasn't part of Jerusalem, and the idea of King David was to establish a capital for not a tribal capital of where his tribe was from, but rather a central place which wasn't yet under the control of the Jewish people, which became under the time of King David, and that's where he established his capital. And nearby there was where the first and second temple stood. If we fast forward to the modern period, we come to the structure that we find ourselves standing in now, which is the half-built palace of King Hussein of Jordan. In the 1948 War of Independence of Israel, Israel was attacked by 7 Arab countries, one of them being Jordan. And actually the country that made the most territorial gains in the 1948 war wasn't Israel, but rather were the Jordanians. The Jordanians expanded their territory tremendously, capturing what's today called the West Bank, or Judea and Samaria, and East Jerusalem. And he decided to build his summer home, his summer palace, here in this place where we're standing now. He's in a very comfortable, first of all, we're here in the summer, at the beginning of September, which is still very hot, as you guys can attest, being in Israel for a few weeks. Here we feel the nice cool breeze. We're on the top of the hill. It's a very comfortable climate. It's a very nice place to find oneself over the summer. The King of Jordan very much liked to vacation in this area during the summer. He would visit Nahal Prat, which is in the Judean area behind us here. And he's also basically halfway between Jerusalem, which we see to our south, and to Ramallah, which we see to the north, which is today the de facto capital of the Palestinian Authority. And so it's very interesting that in the place where the first capital of the people of Israel, the first capital of the Jewish people under the first king, King Shaul, where his palace stood, is the same place where the king of Jordan, the Jordanians who again occupied the Judea and Samaria and East Jerusalem for 19 years, from 1948 to 1967. This is the place where he decided to build his summer home. We can't help but feel a sense of irony. The land that we're standing on still belongs to, legally, the King of Jordan, Abdullah. King Abdullah II is the legal owner, being the heir to King Hussein, his father. And so no building takes place here. It's sort of an unofficial agreement between us and the Jordanians that, on one hand, we certainly can't let the King of Jordan complete his palace and live here and come here under what we consider Israeli sovereign territory. On the other hand, we're not going to bulldoze it and build restaurants and cafes here either.